Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to tonight's Boys from the Baltic Star. What a treat it is to be here tonight. The streak is back, everyone. Sound the streak alarm. Hang on, do we have a fitting streak alarm? Let's see if I can find a fitting streak alarm. Yes, the streak is back. Every streak, Ewan likes. He's appreciative of such things.
No.
Every streak starts with day one, and it's Friday night. And when the three of us are here, we together. I can't get started if we get playing song. And they're so litigious, Sparrow. We've got to cut off this whole first few minutes of the stream now. And they're going to... Oh, unbelievable. Famously litigious. Well, we'll see what we can do, even though this will be pulled offline now. But we're going to play Traveller this evening. We're going to run for a couple of hours, maybe a little bit less. We'll see how it goes. There'll be the break, of course, where it's time to charge your glasses to toast a fallen comrade. If it's your first time here, you are very welcome. We are relaxed, casual. We're welcoming to you, dear friends. People in chat will be chatting with you as we play, typing. Some of the things you say might make it onto the screen. If you are... if you're sort of listening along and not looking, and suddenly the three of us start saying hello to random people, that's because random people have turned up. So fear not. Just try and cling on tight and keep as tight a rein on what's going on as you want, or just let yourself be dragged along in confusion, like Ewan and I are. It is Traveller, the best of all games. Now, I don't know if you heard this week, Mongoose announced that they are very proud that they are making Traveller available basically as a plug-in for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which has made me very angry and very upset and hurt my heart. So I'm going to be extra pro my D6 tonight, and I'm going to be cuddling them when I'm not throwing them. So anyway, who am I? My name is Luke. Hello there.
Who am I?
He is cicada. I did think he was a bit cicada-y, Spurs. Yeah. Who am I? I don't know. It's been a very long week. My name is Luke, and I play two characters in this adventure. I play Kara on the far left. There she is. She's an artist, a carouser, a trader, a hacker. And I play Soraya, second from right, soon to be owner of the biggest gun that the crew has ever laid eyes on. Very much now the best friend of Stefan after he actually lent her money. He opened his wallet, some moths flew out, it creaked a little bit. He had to turn off all the booty, like the booby traps, not the booty traps. Oh, you have to turn off booby traps to get to the booty. She is a jack of all trades, a former scout. But the crew is just not me alone. As fun a time as I would have, it is added to with two wonderful other crewmates, and they're both played by the man who tonight is at the bottom. He's at the bottom because he joined Roll20 last, and his name would go over Ben's if it was if I put him higher, purely for that reason. But he's a wonderful man to have because he's my brother from another mother. He's the housewife's favourite, the Floofmeister General. He is a wonderful man. This is Ewan. Good evening, Ewan, with your cicadas. How are you?
Hello, Luke. I'm doing very good, thanks. I'm very good. I was a little bit put off by the pause between the he is and wonderful man. I thought it could go either way at one point, but thanks. Much appreciated.
So I like to keep you on tenterhooks.
Yeah, indeed.
I want you to be on edge. I want you to be edgy so that you can be on your best for our adventures tonight.
Is that how it works? Edgy equals best.
Well, we don't know what to expect. It could be like quite dangerous tonight, Ewan.
No, that is true. That is true. The vibes are under halfway, so it's definitely edging in that direction by the looks of things.
They have eased their way to dodging.
Mm.
Who are your two heroes that could help bring the vibes all the way back up to good again?
My two heroes that are not dodgy in the slightest sense of the word. I'm playing Agnar, who is our floofy Varga, former military general. It's quite a mouthful. He is the oldest in the team. He very much feels like he's looking after a bunch of teenagers most of the time, and will quite often spring for brunch. It's probably his most defining feature, his most redeeming feature, certainly. And I also play Stefan Miller, who is the best friend of Soraya. He is our sneakiest of space rogues, a villain of sorts, but only in a good way. And he's also the majority owner of the biggest gun that we have on the ship. I believe, as of recently.
No.
Um,
No. No.
no.
No.
Okay.
No.
Consider it
No.
a birthday gift for the next, I don't know, 20 years in game time, which probably longer than I will be alive in real life.
Oh, hang on. It's I reckon he probably owns about maybe a quarter of it.
Oh, blimey. I was not expecting such poor returns for his investment.
But his
But
investment
I
for
suppose the
friendship.
returns of the friendship that we gained along the way. Indeed.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of friendships we've gained along the way, is the fine man in the middle. He sits betwixt two thorns as the smartest rose in any room, who lives his entire life in a fertilizer bag, who smells as sweet today as he does atop the sedan chair carried by the heavily oiled Eastern European men. He is the Rose of Faversham. It's Ben. Good evening, Ben. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Very well. Yeah, how about you guys? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm. But that's just because we're playing Traveller, right?
It brings a joy to my week, to be honest. Always has done ever since we started in person back in the day, and then our long online streams before we streamed our online games. 8-hour sessions.
Yes. Yes, there were some ridiculously long sessions. And in those 8 hours we got maybe 2 or 3 hours of actual gameplay done.
We get more done now, and that's saying
if we were
something.
lucky.
Yeah.
But we'll get more done when we make the gradual switch over to the D&D Traveller edition. And Luke slowly moves the vibometer all the way down,
All the way down.
possibly off the scale.
When we get
I'm
caught in a
not
4-hour
completely
combat.
convinced that will be our system of choice.
Good.
I have found a very good D10 Traveller system. I thought we could try that out. It's quite nice.
No, I won't wait. No, not before the game. He'll punish us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you've never even heard of it. Right.
And on that note,
so where are we? Good vibes only. Must remember, good vibes only. So we find ourselves on Nadi at the island city of Pericor, shared as a free area between the three nations of the world. There's some good vibes news. Kara and Agnar are back on the Baltic Star doing good things, no doubt. Nothing criminal, for example. Because if my players were demanding good vibes from a world, then they'd obviously meet me halfway by ensuring there were no crimes being committed by the PCs.
Don't think there are right now.
Mm-hmm. This evening, they should receive the news from Lighthouse Independent as the cost of repairing the Baltic Star, and also get a proposal for the price payable for their cargo. This should be excellent. Now, as for Soraya and Stefan, they've joined forces with a teenage local, Trita. They've decided to purchase a very expensive package of weapons from an independent dealer by the name of Sergeant Krill. The cost is very high, but they've come to an agreement. The price has, however, encouraged them to seek work. Good vibes work. So if you were looking for some completely honourable work, where would you try? Shrita found them a couple of people who were looking to hire some bodies. They were lurking in the shadows at the back of the car park behind the Morven Lights Club and, well, wretched hive of scum and villainy. Stefan introduced himself as Maurice. Soraya introduced herself as also Maurice.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Thanks, Soraya.
It seems there's a job to do down a mine somewhere. Allegedly, there's something dangerous lurking in the darkness, and there's money in exploring the dark, finding the threat, and eliminating it. The travellers didn't ask if there's a bonus for doing it in a good vibes way. As their new employers walked off into the dark, a discussion broke out as to where the vibometer should be set. My vote is maximum. And that is where we resume the story. So, the schedule as it goes right now is that you should be in a position to collect your weaponry at the Morven Exchange tomorrow.
Yes.
And you can do that before you go off to the downport to be collected at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
If you'd like.
Oh, now we're talking.
Now, having said all that, it is now getting on into the evening. So for Stefan and Soraya, we need to know what their plan is for the rest of the night.
It's like Christmas Eve for Soraya. She's never going to be able to sleep. Oh. Well, I guess let's have a look. We've just finished talking to them. It is into the evening. As we know, it's dark. We've done some skullduggery. The vibes are average. I think we need some sleep, Stefan. I think if we've got to be up, and I want to get there early for my gun. You know, you've got your freezy ray.
That's true. I was thinking I'd need to go back and pick something, a bit more serious up if we're doing what was it you called it? Skullduggery.
Skullduggery. Gullscuggery.
Yeah. Gullscuggery.
Gullscuggery. Yeah.
It is pretty dull. The Scuggery.
The Scuggery.
I was thinking I'd have to pick something up, but maybe it'll be okay.
So are we gonna? We should head back anyway, so we can check in on Kara and Agnar, see how that's going on, and see if we need to gather a posse together, don't we? We can't just go down the two of us. That feels dangerous.
Are we gathering a posse?
Well, if I'm flouncing around with a big old gun, I need someone to watch my back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still.
I'll watch it. I was planning on standing behind you for pretty much most of the exploration, especially seeing as you have such a big gun.
Well,
But you're right. We should include everyone. Definitely.
Should we head back up to the Baltic Star? I know we've got a couple of our posse are in the hotel, aren't they? It'll be Rose and who else did we have with us? We had Rose and it wasn't Gerg. It was who do we have?
Rick.
Rose and Rick. We have Rose and Rick. So I guess we can leave Rose and Rick in the hotel, having a nice old time.
They are at the hotel, and yes, they seem fine at the moment.
Of course, if we let them know what we're doing, and we could all head up to the Baltic Star, have a drink or two at Bast's, and see how Car and Agnar are doing, and posse up for tomorrow.
I like it. Let's do it.
Right now, I'm all turned around. Do you remember where the port is, so we can get back up to the Baltic Star?
Yeah, follow me.
Ah. Are you sure? Right, that's a fence.
What?
You are standing
no,
next to
don't
Shrita,
take
remember. She
offence.
probably knows the layout of the city.
Ah, Shrita. Thank you so much for introducing us to these suspicious characters. I feel like you've done a lot of introducing us to suspicious characters today.
Hmm.
I only know the one kind of characters.
That's why we get on so well. That's why you were so natural with us.
So are you calling it a night?
I guess we are. I think we're worried about overstaying the vibes, if you know what I mean. We want to recharge our vibometer, and we've got an early start tomorrow.
Okay.
But
So where should I meet you?
oh, that's interesting. Did you overhear what we were talking about, Shrita?
Well, I wasn't paying much attention to the details, you understand, but I noticed you kind of struck a deal.
It's potential. We've got work. Thank you so much for putting us in their wheelhouse. It's dangerous work, though.
Well, isn't all paying work dangerous?
I don't know. Stefan spent 3 months as a flower arranger. Don't you remember, Stefan?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, they were mostly deadly flowers. It was mostly poisons. So I'm not sure whether that counts.
That's true. Did your boss ever make a recovery?
I don't know what you're talking about. I know nothing about it. They do still have a very swollen glands, though. I think 2 more years is what was said at the time.
Wow, 17 years in total.
It's a long time to live with swollen glands, but they were lucky that they made it out in the end. To be honest.
What do we feel about Shrita joining us down such a potentially dangerous mine, Stefan?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us about that time that you spent 6 months working as a recruitment agent? That wasn't particularly dangerous, was it?
No, it wasn't really. I sort of did it through video calls while I was flying around some particularly dangerous areas. I'd do my dangerous day work flying around, and then as I was relaxing in the evening, I'd take a few extra hours as a recruitment officer remotely.
And in your expert opinion, would you recruit Shrita to join us tomorrow?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, she's plucky. She's got pluck. She's 10 out of 10 on the pluck meter. And did you notice how she carried her pistol when we were sort of going through the gate and past the guys? That was pretty. That was pretty cool. How high would you rate her on the cool meter, Stefan? Quite high.
The cool meter, yeah, pretty high.
What numbers are we looking at?
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably say a 5, but that's generally speaking, because you don't want to make too much effort, because then that becomes uncool. So 5's bang in the middle, and it's pretty much the best place to be.
Where would you put yourself?
I don't know. It's not for me to judge. Can't judge your own coolness. That's not cool.
No, that's not cool. So the thing is, though, if Shrita comes, we're going to have to split that money more ways, and I don't know how you're going to feel about that, Stefan, seeing as you spent so much on my gun for me.
And that's true. I did spend a lot of money. How much are we getting?
We were going for time and professionalism 25, for dealing with trouble 40. I don't know if that's 40 in total or 65 for our time and trouble. What was it? Do you remember, Ben? Because we would have just had
It
that
was.
conversation.
It was essentially for doing the job is 25.
Yeah.
However, if there turns out to be something you're able to resolve, it rises to 40.
So 40 total. It's 40 total, Stefan. And you know, if we were going to get a posse of like 4 together, that's like 10,000 each. That sort of stays in the Baltic Star coffers, you know.
Hmm. I'm easy. The Schrader's done us well. They helped us find the job.
It has done as well.
I think potentially it's only fair that they get a finder's fee, if you will, as long as they help out along the way.
Okay. So get their share. I think we don't pay through age, do we? With our minimum wage, we don't pay less for the under 21s, do we?
Do we not? No, of course we don't. No.
I don't know. I think Cat would be quite grumpy about such things.
Age is of
Yes,
no
you would.
relevance when earning a wage. That is the Baltic Star motto.
That's true.
Scout rule number 63.
You've been reading.
I have.
Oh, okay.
Only the useless ones though. Which,
If
to
you
be fair,
just 61
yeah,
through 73, then yeah.
But I think I know the one you're talking about. It's the one that says if you're good enough, you're old enough, isn't it?
It does sound about right.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
And to be fair, the most valuable member of our crew is the youngest member. Less than a year old, after all.
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You see what he did there.
Well, if you want in, Shrita, we can give you a cut of the money if you fancy it. We're going down the mine to hunt down something that's been freaking people out. If you're interested.
I like money.
That's cool. Do you like? How do you feel about toasted sandwiches?
I don't think I'm familiar with them.
How do you fancy a dinner aboard the Baltic Star? Just promise to be less aggressive than the last person we had for dinner.
I'm not insanely aggressive unless people give me cause to be, but depending on who the last person was at dinner, I can't promise to be less aggressive.
Get one look at the holes in the wall and you'll probably realise you are.
I'm a great believer in not making holes in the wall of spaceships that I'm on.
Good. We're glad to hear it.
Yeah,
You'll fit right in.
just come on, just don't. There's a man that you will just tell you about. A man called Kags. Just don't spend too much time chatting with him. If he calls you over to his dirty pity corner, you can smell him before you see him.
Okay.
Anyway, come on, please take us back to the port, and we'll welcome you up for a pleasant evening.
That sounds good. Okay. And without any further ado, she essentially leads you like a native straight to the straight to the downport.
Oh, I don't think we ever would have found this. So I'm going to be honest. I was not heading in the right direction.
You really were not heading in the right direction. I think we were heading off to those famed mountains that they were talking about the other day.
Maybe we'd have just ended up at the mine. You never know.
All roads lead there.
Is that true?
Yeah, apparently so. That's what someone said.
Okay.
Let's zoop on up.
So
I'm
as
excited.
you guys get towards the ship, we need to rewind time just a little bit and go over what Kara and Agnar have been doing today.
Ooh, it's the greatest day I've ever known.
Okay, so as you may recall, I know it was a little while ago, but Kara and Agnar were in the process of escorting, the last time we spoke to them, Star Orica back to the Baltic Star. A journey which apparently they could find the way.
They were a place where we've managed to get ourselves geographically, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fair.
So, the last time we met them or caught up with them, they were planning, well, Kara was offering to do a favor for Star,
Yes.
and Agnar was wandering along because he wanted to, I guess.
He's my big brave
Seems
hero.
reasonable. It's his
I
birthday.
don't
He can do
remember if
whatever
he
he
had
wants.
he might have had a more in-depth plan, but as far as I'm aware,
I think at this stage that's probably the extremities of his plan.
okay.
Agnar, is your fruit going to be okay if we're at the Baltic Star overnight?
Well, we can maybe swing by first thing in the morning and pick it up and have a little breakfast. We could
got
have
a lazy day
breakfast
tomorrow.
at the Baltic Star and then brunch
Oh.
at the hotel with some fruit. I'm sure it'll be fine overnight. So I do
That's lovely.
put my aircon on quite high when I'm in the rooms.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Actually, explains a lot.
What?
What?
Why?
Yeah. It's nice. No, it's gonna be nice. Tomorrow, relaxing. We can go to maybe have a swim afterwards.
Do you know what we should do? We should get a tour guide and have a guided tour of this wonderful planet.
Like a really mature tour guide that knows all the nice salubrious areas.
Yes. A well-to-do, salubrious area, old tour guide. I like it.
That'd be lovely.
Perfect.
That'd be a really nice way to spend the day. And
See
then
some historical sites. Yeah.
finally maybe speak to the big cheese. Maybe we're very good at getting to see the leaders of planets.
We should make a list.
We have
Keep records of all these leaders of planets
that we've
whom
wined
we
and
have met.
dined.
Yeah.
The one on Dartmoon. He was an interesting character. He's still alive, I believe. Probably.
Maybe.
The one on Austin that you killed.
Was that me? So long ago now.
I can't help but feel the plan was meant to go differently, but you ended up with the pill in your hand for some strange reason. Yeah. And then we two got killed on another planet on Kigarisa, was it?
Yeah, that was a two.
Yeah, that was two double killings. Yeah, one got thrown out of the air raft in orbit, if you remember. That was quite.
Oh, does that count?
Quite impressive.
Yeah, I think that counts. Yeah, I think that was Stefan.
Even if it's not on planet, it still counts, does it? Okay, interesting.
And that was after we dragged the wrong person up, if you remember. They'd lied.
I do indeed. Yes.
So we've done quite well for world leaders. So I'm looking forward to meeting this one. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow after our relaxing, fancy day.
I mean, this is a planet with a pleasant atmosphere, and it's giving off a nice ambience. So we're not going to kill anyone here, right?
All we've ever had, us two, in Nadi is good vibes.
That's exactly what I said. Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know why some fools seem to have messed with this vibometer. Have you noticed on our phone an app's been added? Have you noticed the vibometer app?
Yeah, I thought that was you, if I'm honest.
No.
You're
Apparently,
the tech.
I am the tech, but apparently it's available on Planet side. Soraya added it last night. But for some reason, it appears to be dodgy. That can't be right, can it?
I wonder how it gathers its information about. Do you think it's just from our general vicinity, or do they talk to each other? Is it like a Baltic Star vibometer, or is it
I don't
where
know.
I am at this current moment in time?
That's possible. Look, we can override it though. Shall we override it to how it should be? It's good, isn't it? The vibes are good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Manually adjust.
There we go. Manually adjusted.
Said vibometer.
Good vibes.
I wonder if theirs have changed. Oh, who cares?
Now things are better. The vibes are good. Right. Well, here we are. I suppose we'd better jump in what we need to get back up to the Baltic Star, I suppose.
Okay. As you may recall, it is entirely possible for you to simply ride one of those transport vehicles back to your assigned pad. If you remember when you got in it at the ship, it simply offered you 3 options. The reception centers for each of the 3 nations. However, getting in at one of those reception centers, and as I'm sure won't surprise you, the Morven one is closest. It's that side of the city you've been mostly on. When you look at the control panel, it now offers for the out trip all of the pad numbers, including yours.
Oh, I'm glad I remembered our pad number, Agnar. That makes it a lot easier.
Yes, it certainly does. It certainly does.
Let's go back.
Yeah, please. Would you like you do the honors?
I will. It's better for dainty hands such as mine. I don't want you pressing to another part. Jobs to do.
We could end up anywhere, to be fair, and that's not it's not what we've agreed to do for our good friend here.
I know. We had our suspicions, Star, that there was something about you, but
Did we?
I had a slight suspicion, but only a slight one, because I think she carries herself so human.
I would say so. I mean, I'm no expert, but I would say so.
How old are you, Star?
I think technically I don't exactly have an age in the sense that it would make commonality with you. For the purposes of my identification, I would like a birthday that indicates I'm around 25.
That's definitely not on the same.
So would Agnar.
It's definitely not in relation to us. Yeah, exactly.
25.
Could you do that, Cara? Could you make me one that says 25 as well?
I can make you anything you want. Don't make it true.
No, I know, of course not. But to everyone else, it would be true.
Well, are you asking me to, when I've done with Star's paperwork, you want me to start fiddling your paperwork?
No, that would severely lower the vibes, I feel.
Half your age. I'm good, but I'm not that good.
It's half, really.
And we'd have to find a chemist's, a pharmacy to get some dye to cover your grey bits.
No, I know many of Argo who've turned heavily grey, heavier than I am, surely, much younger than 25.
And
it's in the genes, don't you know?
Oh, so they say. But what about your baggy eyes? You look like you've not slept for a month.
That is stress from my current situation with the crew that I'm flying with. But it's I quite enjoy it. It adds character, so I've been told.
It had something. And what about your wrinkly hands?
It's mostly fur. I just have to keep them together, and nobody can tell.
And the fact that
Certainly humans.
the fact that every afternoon when we're not too busy, you make us all stop so you can have a little nap on the sofa.
That's a habit that I do enjoy. That's true. And there's not much hiding. I don't think I'd stop. I quite enjoy an afternoon nap, as long as we're not in the middle of anything.
All I'm saying is I think Star's closer to passing as 25 than you.
No, I would agree. Look, enough of this discussion. Push the number.
Thanks, Ben. I do appreciate that. It's there, but it's about 14 pages back.
It is right there. Yes. North 151.
Let's go to North 151. Right, we're here at North 151. Let's get on the first shuttle up to the Baltic Star.
And the three of you, technically two and an appliance, but still, you know what I mean. The three
He's
of
a
you.
barger. That counts.
Thanks, Luke.
Make your way aboard the Baltic Star, which is seemingly filled with not a great deal happening. Everyone's going about their daily business, but nothing particularly exciting at this stage. You are there while the lighthouse independent engineer is doing the survey.
Oh, is he tutting a lot?
But, well, it does appear some cowboy has been at this.
Oh no, Cags.
But this is before the arrival of the assessor for the cargo, so you won't be able to interact with that yet.
Oh, God, Agnar, look, you always say that you find it really difficult to talk to traders and stuff. Why don't you try it out? Speak to the common man.
No, I do that every day. Okay, sure. What do you want to know?
Just find out how they're doing it. What they think. Maybe offer them a hot drink or something. Just don't embarrass yourself. Don't get awkward. Go on, give it a go.
Okay.
Go on.
And Agnar will walk up. And he'll put his hands on his hips and cough, just like that. Good day. How are you?
All right, thank you.
Good.
Cara's doing a two
how's it
thumbs
all
up in the
looking?
background.
Progress is being made, I think.
No, good stuff. Not too expensive progress, I hope. Do you want to? Can I get you anything? The warm whiskey, hot chocolate.
I'm updating the vibes.
No, thank you. No, not while I'm working.
Very well. Well, the offer's always open. Let us know if you want anything. Just shout, and someone will help you out, I'm sure.
Yeah, no problem. I did have a question actually. This damage here.
Yes.
I mean, you understand someone's going to ask me when I fill in all the reports how this damage came about, and it looks an awful lot like it might have been done by weaponry.
It does look that way, you're right.
Yeah.
which is odd.
So I'm just sort of. I just want to assure myself if you can just tell me that you guys aren't into piracy or anything like that.
Oh. No, of course not. We're not anything like that whatsoever. It's a funny thing, really. I'm sure. Have you spent much time in space on ships?
I'm a starship engineer.
Hmm. Oh, right. Well, anyway, as I'm sure you can appreciate, ragtag groups such as ours get a little bit bored on the journeys in space, and this beautiful hole here was created when somebody decided to try and use some almost half-empty spray paint cans. No doubt you've seen the murals on some sides of the ship, and they wanted to try and turn them into some kind of miniature makeshift explosives. They were playing a game, from what I understand, closest to the. You see that mark over on the floor there? Closest to there wins.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think I've pretty much.
I mean, if you
got the number.
Okay. I was going to say, if you're worried about the piracy, you can speak to. We've got someone coming up to buy some of our cargo in a minute, and we've got all the receipts for everything. Speak to them, hang around, have that hot chocolate.
No, I just want to be able to put improvised, creative paint explosion on a report somewhere, so that people
poorly improvised.
Poorly improvised. Yes.
If you could send me a copy of that, I'll make sure that they get it.
You will be sent electronically a copy of everything that I write up. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. And he pulls out his sort of little electronic device and he makes a few notes and he says, "Okay. So the total, we can get the work done in less than a week, I think."
That's good. That's good news.
So we won't delay you that much. And it'll be around 49,000.
Ooh. Wow. That's a lot of credits. I'm going to be honest. That's more than we were thinking.
Oh.
What's the breakdown of that, if can I ask?
Well, very little of it is materials, I'm afraid. This is all patch-up work. It takes specialist skills, You need to be a proper engineer to get it done.
Sure, of course. We can, can do anything to help you out, and you can help us out in any particular way. All of your engineers, of course. If you've got any work going, we could work off a bit. I'm sure my friend over there could. Maybe not me. But
what's the basic problem here is that it isn't parts. The parts aren't expensive. It's just raw materials cut to size and replacing what's damaged. You haven't functionally got anything that's broken. Nothing that needs tearing out and replacing from expensive kit. But you understand it's going to take a crew of experts a few days' work, and that's money.
Yeah, certainly. I can appreciate that. Okay, well, We've got your details, haven't we?
You certainly have.
Wonderful. Let me confer with my colleagues, and no doubt we'll be in touch very shortly to,
All right. You can contact me
see
at
about the
Lighthouse
repair.
anytime. That's in the Morven building.
Yeah.
My name's Pass, Sal Pass.
How are we spelling that, Mr. Pass?
P-A-R-S-S.
You're not even there.
I'm across the room. I'm shaking my head at how
I
terrible.
was just going to make it up.
I'm recording it on my. You haven't noticed that I'm recording it for my viewers.
What he's basically done, and you'll get it ping onto your electronic device immediately. He's shown all of the pieces that he believes need to be replaced, and as far as it goes, I mean, it's up to you to decide whether or not you think the price is worth it. But as far as it goes, what he seems to have done is a pretty good assessment of which bits need to be cut away and then new pieces welded into place and tested for their structural integrity and that kind of thing. He's not lying about the raw materials. He's quoting just 5,000 credits for the raw materials. Everything else is the labor to install it and then measuring and testing to make sure it's up to standard.
Ben, can Agnar have a look at his plans and see if there's a more labour efficient way to do this?
He can. I don't see why
You've got
not.
the skills. Agnar's using it. This is exciting.
Time for a philosophy roll.
Yes, this is so. Is this going to be an engineering check?
Yeah, I would very much like it to be a civil engineering, from a civil engineering point of view.
I think this does qualify because it's structural rather than power plant or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yes, you can definitely make an engineering check. He's essentially. It's not even going to be a particularly difficult one, I don't think, because he's essentially done some of the prep work for you. So yes, can you please roll it with as it's training you've undertaken with education?
Oh, that's a 9 plus 3. Here's Ben for a 12.
Okay. It seems to you that if you could source the appropriate grade of material and provide it to your own engineers, to people you already have on board the ship, yourself and potentially Rachel and Cron, maybe. They're a bit more ship system specialized, but you might have to do the directing yourself. If you were to do it yourself, you could probably literally do the labor without needing professional help. You just need to source appropriate materials of the right standard. And since Pass only was quoting 5,000, and that might include a markup for the materials, you could probably undercut his price significantly, with the attendant risk that if you don't do a good job, something could go wrong.
Of course. Has he left?
Yes.
Oh dear, sorry.
Cara, I don't want to get too big for my boots.
Hello.
I think we might be able to do this ourselves.
Define ourselves.
The Baltic Star Collective. I'll be honest, probably the engineers.
Okay. How long do you reckon it'll? How long? Same sort of time?
Maybe a little longer. Although there'll be a few of us working on it, but I'm sure we could do it. Jump. maybe a couple while we're going, Ben. I'm not out of line saying that we could do it whilst we were in flights, am I? Because it's internal.
Technically, you shouldn't be jumping with the ship in this condition.
I guess it's by all the
But that's only because of
sections.
the like forms. You understand? That's procedures, not anything that would physically stop you from doing so.
It's mostly holes to the door to the power plant, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Which, for those watching, is at the back of the ship, rear of ship B.
Back of ship. We need to get some. We need to get the parts. Good parts, but I mean, to be honest, might be a little bit cheeky, but we could probably buy them off him if he's charging for that, and then we might be able to get them cheaper.
But maybe he's got a supplier. Maybe that's the.
We go straight to the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
No, that's not right.
We could staple some horses to the wall. Exactly. Well, we're doing nothing tomorrow.
I will say though, should things go badly, it might end up costing us more money. We might break something.
Well, it's already broken there. And
I mean, I trust Cron
oh, I trust Cron
and Rachel. To be fair, they're pretty good.
I don't trust Cron if he's not on the ship. He's proven that he's an absolute disaster waiting to happen off the ship. But I don't think he ever wants to leave the ship again anyway. So he's fine. Rachel's proven herself. And under your expertise, I'm excited. Well, I don't want to blow smoke up you, but you spent months reading those weighty tomes.
It was a lot. It's a lot of study.
Some really old grainy footage of bridges. I just wish you hadn't taken over the Baspar projector to watch them constantly for that week.
That was good. It was good.
I brought the vibe down for everyone else.
No, you wouldn't say that if you just enjoyed bridges a little bit more.
We had to cancel Rick's quiz night.
Yes, but then we made up for it with the team building, bridge building competition in the whole. That was good fun.
Rick was really upset.
You won.
He'd written a quiz specially for it. He said, I believe he said something about duck the bridges or something. He shouted as he left the room. Something I don't think quite understand what he was saying.
Some of them were quite low.
That's true.
It is advised to duck if you're going under.
Maybe he wasn't as upset as I thought then.
He was getting into it. He was just telling people to duck as they were passing under. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, we're going to be in space for a long time, I'm sure.
That's how space seems to be working.
He can do his quiz. In fact, he could do it tonight if he wanted to. We've not got any plans tonight, have we?
No plans. I'll get this done for Star. Everything's chill. It'll just be us, just the normal posse. I doubt we'll have any guests or anything.
No, precisely. Perfect quiz scenario.
I'd imagine Stefan and Sarai will be sleeping down at the hotel again. So, let's do it. So let me go and sort out Star anyway. It does help though because we've got our pharmaceuticals and our Cadmos being looked at, and while it would have easily covered the money, it should do anyway. It's nice to know that we can actually make that money back, because it's good to have good amounts in the Baltic Inc. account, of course.
Yes, it's good to make that money, reinvest some of it.
Good with Christmas coming, it's good to have it.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of spending money for everyone, which would be good. Star, do you want to be on my quiz team?
Would that not be cheating?
It balances out Agnar.
No, it wouldn't. You would have full identification and you would be a person. It would not be cheating.
Then, of course.
Brilliant. Thanks.
We can't do it. Rick's on planet. We'll have to get his fill in. Do we know where his questions are locked? He has his backup man, doesn't he? Normally, if he's not available.
He does. He does. I'm not sure where he keeps. Maybe we should message him. I'm not sure where he keeps them. Top secrets, am I here?
Oh, top secrets. It's yeah, we'll work out someone if we can find the quiz. Maybe Star could run the quiz. I feel like it would be cheating for Star to take part. Star would be the hostess with the mostess. Just because
That
you end
is
up,
also true.
just because you always end up with Cags otherwise. He's good at. He's always good for one round.
Yeah. True. The alcohol round normally.
Yeah, recognise this rusty can.
Oh no, I just meant buying them. And of course, he doesn't buy them because we're on the Baltic Star.
Exactly.
It's
But he
probably
goes to the
best
bar.
I don't join the quiz team anyway. I only really know one subject.
Yeah, that is true.
Everything. No, okay, that's fair enough. It's your choice. It's your choice. We'd love to. Sir, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
why don't you gather?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm good. Look, I'm gonna go take her to my room and get set up. You can come with us, or you can start gathering the teams together. Get everyone excited. Build the vibes, good vibes for tonight. Maybe talk to the engineers, see if they're actually willing to spend their week doing extra work for you.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay.
Anyway, come on, Star. Let's go. I'm gonna put in an order for some toasty sandwiches, and we'll let's make you a person.
Okay. And she enthusiastically follows, very excited seemingly to actually get her credentials. The process of doing so is going to be a bit of a challenge.
I guess it might be.
Essentially, in order, you've got two choices broadly. You can either create her fake digital papers that will pass muster in a short-term check, but will not relate to anything in the sort of galactic database, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember, it takes a while for data to travel from planet to planet.
It does, yes.
So, as a consequence, that would easily be enough, perhaps, to get her onto a ship, into a role, because she wants to be a ship's engineer on a vessel. So that could easily do that before the data caught up. But at some point, the ship she's on would then catch up with the data, if you see what I mean. And when that happens, it would be immediately obvious that her credentials, however authentic they may look locally, would not relate to any real data in the files.
Got you.
The other alternative is that you actually modify the central database, creating her as a legal person, and then send a request through to have credentials downloaded as copies of that data in the database. That would be something that would work more or less indefinitely, unless someone were sufficiently suspicious that they were to go through the audit log on the entire database and track when it was created or how it was created or whatever. And if that were to happen, eventually she could get caught. But someone would probably have to have a reason to be suspicious and start an investigation. And the kind of person it would need to be would be quite senior law enforcement or something like that. An employer would never find out.
Yeah.
So the question is,
It's got to
what's
be
the plan?
that one. It's got to be that one, isn't it?
Okay.
We're not busy tomorrow, so it's all right.
Okay. Then, first of all, I need you to roll, and this is a hacking challenge, so you can use your device.
Yes.
I need you to roll an electronic computers with your education.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just writing my notes down. I'm going to hack for the advanced ID.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Now this is a this is a tough one, but it's doable.
Okay, I've got a boon because Sparrow is the boon boss. I always appreciate always timing it well. Right, let's have a look at the stats. So it's hacking.
Mm-hmm.
It is computers. It is my +1 for my computer. So I'm getting a +4 anyway. +4 with a boon. Here we go. You are Spares. You've got well into when you found that stuff.
+4 with a boon does sound like a good chance.
It does, doesn't it?
To me.
Yeah. It's about as good as it's going to get in Traveller, I feel. Right. Go on. They like to call themselves fake buddies, by the way. I'm going to assume that Sparrow gave me the 6 because it's a 6-3-3, which means a 9 plus a 4 is 13.
13. Can you roll a d6 for me, please?
Oh, I certainly can. It's a 1. Either very good or very bad, and I always forget which it is.
You get into the weeds, so to speak, with the hacking. And immediately you realize that this is as formidable a challenge as you've likely faced. Cracking into these kinds of high-end government databases, especially when you're stuck on the end of a distant world which doesn't normally do that kind of work, is a serious challenge. However, you're fairly confident that you will be able to get something done.
Oh, yes. Oh, you swerved me there.
It's going to take the entire day.
I'm going to give Agnar a call.
Hello, you're through to the Good Vibes Only phone. How can I help?
You sound really hip and happy, Agnar.
Oh, thanks. I took the phrasing from you. That's probably where it came from. I am very happy, though. I'm trying to portray. I just put out a message onto the group chat advertising the Good Vibes quiz, and asked teams to call my number to register their interest. You're the first one through.
Thank you.
What's your team name?
I'm afraid that you're going to have to let Kat know that I might not be available for the quiz tonight. I'm going to be able to achieve making Star a person, but it's going to take all day. So I guess if with Rose on the planet as well, maybe Kat might want to team up with Rose's usual partner, Zoe. I'm sure they can come up with a witty name that combines the two. I know she's a little bit nervous of Zoe after Zoe's last outburst in Rick's previous quiz. But
I'm going to be honest. Sorry, go on.
No, carry on.
No. Good Vibes Only. Do go on.
No, they'll be honest.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. That's a really long team name. I'm probably going to shorten it to. I'm afraid that you're going to have to let Kat know that I won't be available for the quiz tonight. Who's on your team, by the way?
The team is Kat and Zoe.
Kat, Zoe, and Cara.
Not yes, sure. Why not? Is there a fine for not turning up?
No, of course not. What kind of vibes would that be?
Oh, that's all right then.
I'll leave you to liaise with your team, and I'll see you for the quiz later.
Well, he's useless.
Have a wonderful day.
Okay. And as Kara gets her nose down to start work, um, and you see outside a vehicle drop off someone um,
Oh,
from the
yes.
consortium to assess your cargo, we'll have our break.
Lovely.
Wonderful. Thank you. Right, I suppose I better click the things that need to be done. Don't go away, anyone. It's going to get worse.
That's a promise.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Very slow good vibes as I try and sort that out.
Definitely.
Good evening, everyone. We are back. It's my fault it went on a few minutes longer than it should have done. Apologies. These things happen sometimes. It's time for a very important moment of the evening, and I hope you've all filled your glass ready. I hope you're ready to go with that, because it is a toast to a fallen comrade. It's a man who served on the Baltic staff for days at least, serving drinks, the finest conversations that anyone could wish for, and even offered himself up on a mission that he wasn't really qualified for, but he went nonetheless. It was his downfall, but we appreciated his bravery, and there's much to love about the man. And I took the opportunity to go through some of his possessions a while back, and I came across a whole shoebox full of writings that he'd started. And although for the most part it was starts of stories and tales, I did find a few poems along the way. And if you'd be fine with this, I'd like to share the start of a poem that he had been working on days before his sad death. I believe he called the poem If. And it went a little something like this. Well, I've just lost everyone off my screen. It's a sad moment. I'm going to drag you back.
Ooh.
We're back. Okay, we're back. Oh, that was worrying. Okay. If you can keep your balance when all around you are losing theirs and blaming it on the booze. If you cannot piss yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait for a taxi and not be tired by waiting, or being lied to about the availability of taxis, don't deal in lies. Or being drunk, don't give way to drunkenness. And yet don't look too smashed, nor talk too slurred. Yours is the Imperium and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a Bast's regular, my son. Let's all raise a glass to the late, great Greyhill Bast.
Late
To the late great
Greyhill Bast.
Greyhill Bast.
Good.
To Greyhill indeed. To Greyhill.
Right. So with Kara occupied, it will fall to Agnar, if he'd like, to greet the assessor for the cargo.
He will do. He will do. He'll make his way to the airlock. I assume you said that we were aware of their approach.
Yes, indeed.
He'll wait there awkwardly.
It's a matter of moments. You have to wait because you did see them, pull up outside. A woman, relatively young but looking quite smartly dressed, professionally dressed, turns up and arrives outside and attempts to open the airlock. It's you'd have to let them in, you understand, but it's effectively your doorbell, I guess.
And he will do so and open up the door. Hello. Welcome to the Baltic Star. Please step in. My name is Agnar Arnson.
I'm Miss Droller.
It's my pleasure, Miss Droller. Welcome. Would you care for the tour? Can I get you a beverage?
No, thank you. No, if I could just take a look at the goods.
Certainly. You'll have to remind me which of our many high-end goods that it was that my colleague was talking to you about.
The The Cadmos, I believe.
Yeah, yes, of course. The top quality A grade cadmos. Yep. If you'd like to follow me.
Okay. So so she follows you through to the cargo bay. And there you have your Cadmos laid out in its containers. She immediately pops one open and takes out a little pocket scanner, points it at the Cadmos, and after a couple of seconds, it gives a readout. And she glances at it and says, "Okay. So let's talk price."
Yes, indeed. Is that that device there? Is that scanning for any impurities or any anything in particular?
It
I could
just
ask.
checks the quality of the product
Ah, I see.
and its point of origin if it can detect the local chemical signatures.
Of course. Yes. Let's talk price, and Agnar. If you bear with me, I'm just organising a team quiz for our crew tonight. A little bit of team building. You understand? He'll frantically type a message away. Cara, how much did we pay for this? Send.
Right.
Get a message back saying, "Hi, this is Cara Lasker from the Cat Cara Zoe and Rose quiz team. We're preparing for the quiz tonight." And then there'll be a wink and an aubergine and a birthday cake, and she'll reply back saying, "We got this as part of kind of a deal from Dark Moon. Make sure she sees the pharmaceuticals. Don't take less than 120,000. Cadmos, get what you can."
Okay. So you begin to negotiate. Can you make a broker check for me, please?
Yes, I can. Why is our broker not here? Is what I would like to know.
Our broker is also a hacker. Oh.
This will be
with
this will be with your intellect, please.
Oh, thank goodness. He's not stupid.
Oh no,
he's not the smartest man.
No, he's definitely not.
Hang on, let me adjust the vibometer.
Oh, you might want to hold off on adjusting that vibometer.
Oh, hello. What do you hit?
No, not in a good way. 4 on the dice. Plus 0 for his intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 3 for the broker.
Oh my good! All the hard work I do.
I do. Not being here, it must be real hard work, Luke. Real hard work.
Oh god.
She looks at the Cadmos and the amount of it, and she says,
I'll tell you how much the Cadmos was.
Okay.
Don't. Please don't.
I'm gonna keep it quiet.
I can take that off you for 9,000.
Yeah, I bet she can.
9,000 for every
for all
5
9 tons.
crates. 1,000 credits a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'll be entirely honest. That's That's nowhere near what we paid to get hold of this.
Okay, yeah, I've just seen how much. Okay.
Perhaps we can circle back around to that. I think my colleague was very keen that you viewed these pharmaceuticals that we have as well.
No.
Please allow me to talk you through them, because I am. You've probably not heard of me, but I once was quite a well-renowned medic within the military.
Okay. Can you please roll a broker check for me with intellect?
Not medicine.
You know, that's good. He did bring it up.
You know what? Yes, why not?
I would have talked her through it, but I don't want to.
Yes, why not? See if you can inspire her interest. Make a medicine check with your intellect, or in fact, with your education.
That was good. That was good.
Oh, that's very good of you, Ben.
You never know.
Yes. Okay. Okay, that's better. That's 8 plus 5 total for 13.
I'll accept 9,000 cabinets for that.
She's not unimpressed with the pitch, and she says, "It's good stuff. It looks like the kind of things we can use here. I can offer you 110k for the ton."
So 120 total for the Cadmos and the pharmaceuticals.
Yes, why not?
My colleague isn't going to be particularly happy with me, but you seem like an upstanding member of society here, and we're glad that the things will be going to good use. So you've got yourself a deal.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll have it collected this evening.
Wonderful. And how will you? If you got our details, I assume you'll send over the payment upon receipt.
As soon as we collect it, yes.
Wonderful. Perfect. Well, if there's anything else we can do for you.
No, I think that's everything I needed. Thank you.
Wonderful. Let me walk you out.
And within minutes, she is gone.
Agnar looks around, quite pleased with himself. Nods a little bit. Well, I think I've earned myself a drink, and poodle off to Basts to await more texts about the about the quiz teams.
Oh, God. Oh.
I mean, we knew it was coming, Luke.
I think I preferred that episode where Sammy got deathly poisoned.
I could actually feel your toes curling.
Hey, if you leave it up to somebody who has no skills whatsoever in brokering anything, I would say we're pretty lucky that we got what we got.
At least you stopped one short of Stefan and Sarai's approach of calling everyone "my good man" or something like that. That's the only thing that could have made it worse.
He was on his best behaviour, I'll have you know. He was trying to make friends and
pulled it through with the pharmaceuticals. There's a profit. There's a profit on the pharmaceuticals. Yeah, well, there's a £15,000 profit, and there's you lost 10 on the Cadmos, so yeah, you made 5,000 profit overall, so consider that a win, I suppose. Congratulations.
Yeah, it could have been worse. The reality is that the you know the plus 10% over the base for the pharmaceuticals is a bit stingy, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's not too terrible. And to be fair, you're going to make that back from spending the whole of jump not skilling up and getting our engineers to fix a wall.
That's true. Although I would say maybe if I wanted to take civil engineering into the next,
Actually, that would make sense. Yeah.
no, but no, I won't push for that. That's
He would be a mean referee to
taking the
not allow
mickey,
that
I
as part
think.
of
Yes, indeed.
it.
So effectively, that takes us through to cover everything that happens during the day. Kara is going to be busy until the evening, and not much else will happen on board the Baltic Star other than Star Orica pacing around waiting for good news, and Agnar having a second or maybe a third glass of whiskey,
Maybe a toasted sandwich.
maybe even a toasted sandwich.
Why not?
And this will carry us through to the early evening when a transport arrives bearing Stefan, Soraya, and Shrita. And as they come aboard the ship, we'll call it for tonight.
Lovely. Oh, just think of the teams she can join. Very exciting.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's quiz teams galore.
Quiz
Well,
teams. There's a few
only
that are
couple
short.
Yeah, there are a few that are short.
I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we can fight for it. Rose's cat has a tale to be told, Ben. Thank you for. Most other role-playing teams would have been down the mine and up again by now.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And then some.
I'm glad we're not one of those. I enjoyed our shenanigans for that one. We can look forward to that. We can look forward to that
do
next
more
time.
brokering.
Don't know. Yeah, no. No. I can't take it. My heart can't take it anymore. I was having a moment.
We very nearly lost a lot of money.
Right, but I've got to think of an episode title for this, and it's going to be around something to do with that. That's for sure.
It's only imaginary money, Luke. Don't worry. It's not even real.
I just dropped £170,000 on a big gun.
Oh, did you? Did you really?
Yeah.
All of it? Did you?
Okay. Meanwhile, on the Baltic Star, Kat Aralesti was walking the companionway. She was hoping to catch up with Zoe and join her on her excursion outside the ship. Her role as a pilot meant that she was usually limited to the bridge, but the fact was that a ship needs significantly less piloting when it's firmly sitting on a landing pad in a downport. Sure, the Baltic Star had a habit of sudden, unexpected, hasty departures. She'd been there for one or two and heard tell of one that was so abrupt the ship wasn't even refueled. That was before her time, of course, back when Zoe first joined the crew. She realised she was probably running too late to catch the Zodani, who was anything but leisurely in her behaviour, but there was a reasonable chance, if she rushed, that she might get out in time to link up with Zoe outside. She'd thrown on some casual clothes, which for her meant a one-piece body with a short skirt, and went to the locker to get a breath mask. In the locker, however, she found there was a duel underway. In one corner was Zoe, slightly crouching, limbs loose and moving like she was ready to upend some unfortunate villain and smash every gram of life from him. In the opposite corner was a small cat, Caboodle, haunches low, chin almost on the deck, tail swishing like she was ready to pounce, but rather incongruously purring loudly. Zoe held a tiny breath mask in her hand, and she was tumbling it in her fingers like she was trying to find the perfect grip on a ball before hurling it. Across the deck, randomly, there were a few other similar masks. Similar but not identical. What differentiated them was the damage they'd taken from the teeth of a small cat. Aralesti took in the scene for a moment. Caboodle doesn't want to wear a mask? Zoe kept her eyes fixed on her implacable foe. She does not. She will learn that the mask is a good thing. After all, we might need to put her in one in an emergency. The pilot pointed vaguely at the sealed, vacuum-safe cat carrier on one shelf. Or we could drop her in the cat carrier. Zoe was too steady of gaze to risk a nod. Could, perhaps. It's no longer a matter of logic. Caboodle is insubordinate, and she will be instructed. Aralesti let out a short laugh. Insubordinate. The cat is insubordinate. I think that's almost the definition of a cat. Cats are quadrupedal, furry insubordinates. If she walked upright and had half as much fur, we'd call her cags. Zoe leapt forward. Caboodle had good reflexes, but the size of the Zodani allowed her to reach out and grab the kitten mid-leap. Without hesitating, she used her other hand to push the mask over the small animal's face. It worked perfectly, except in her moment of triumph, she should have asked the pilot to fasten the back of the mask. Instead, she let go of the mask for a moment to reach behind the kitten's head, and in that moment, a paw flicked the mask off and dropped the locker. Zoe put the cat down and went to retrieve the mask. Nearly. Next time. Aralesti watched her with amazement. You seriously have no idea how to put a breath mask on a cat, do you? She said it with such startled tone that she gave the impression that putting a breath mask on a cat was a fundamental skill that every adult should know, like swimming or opening a bottle of wine. Zoe heard that tone, of course. You know how to put a breath mask on a cat. Aralesti shrugged. Of course, I thought everybody did. The Zodani seemed half certain this was a trick. Show me. The pilot nodded. Bring the cat and the breath mask. Zoe lifted the cat and placed her on her shoulder, where she settled comfortably, then followed Aralesti towards the crew lounge. This should be interesting, she said to the kitten. Caboodle purred her agreement and bumped her head against Zoe's temple as they walked. There you go.
Lovely.
What a tale. And I do love the fact now it's happening basically in concurrence with our adventure, pretty much. It's caught up.
It really is. Yes, it's definitely happening together. Yes.
And Ben, you were saying before the stream how many episodes of Rose's Cat we've had, and this might be interesting for Sparrow.
I think that was number 76. Which is, given that it started as just a throwaway idea, it's an amazing number of episodes now.
More than most role-playing streams last for these days. Just for a throwaway thing. Are you audio booking this at some point to release to the masses?
I'm certainly going to do something with them. It might be worth doing an audio recording, and if not, then at least copy them into an electronic, an ebook or something.
It's good, man. It's been quite a tale. I've loved how it's brought all the NPCs that are back on the ship. It's brought them into, made more of them than sometimes our actual game has.
Well, it's a nice way to remind people the ship exists when sometimes we spend months away from it.
Exactly. Is it all Sparrow's pushing you on a book, Ben?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Still in editing, it sounds.
It's going to be a little while yet because I've been focusing on something different, which should come out in the new year. I'm hoping.
Is that what we were talking about the other night after we didn't realise we were all in the same pub?
Yeah. And that, yes, that the first part of it should come out in the new year. So hopefully that will be of interest.
Nice.
Wonderful. Well, it's very fitting that Sparrow's here because tomorrow night Sparrow is joining us because our three heroes are hopefully going to find out who murdered the Morris dancer and finger them for it, as the old saying goes.
Praise them for it.
Praise
Sorry,
them for- yes.
what you were saying, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to carry on with our home brewed creative world of the villages tomorrow night. Ben, Ewan and Sparrow. Then we got some stuff coming up over Christmas. And in January, if I may be so bold, we have something happening for the very first time. I reckon Ewan could tell us about that.
Yeah, sure. We're going to be doing something very exciting, very new. It's the first time ever that this thing is happening. We're going to be role playing in 2026. Is that what you're talking
No. Well, we are.
about?
I mean,
of course
yes,
we
but
are.
we were aiming for slightly more specificity, I think.
Oh, right. Are we talking Winter of Love? We're going to have to be clear, or you're going to have to pre-warn me about these things.
We are
'cause
talking
it could be
Winter of
anything.
Love.
talking
We're
about
doing
the Winter
so
of Love.
much in January for the first time ever that it's difficult to gauge which one you were talking about. We will be doing the first ever Baltic Star Winter of Love, which is a rehash of our Summer of Love. Some might call it a cheap knockoff. Some might call it lack of creativity. We call it making the most of a fun and enjoyable evening playing ridiculously silly one-page role-playing games that I think we've all probably been thinking about for a little bit of time and wanted to put together. 2 ideas each. We'll take a Saturday. We're doing them just on Saturdays.
Mhm.
Couple of Fridays, I think, in there as well to squeeze
Maybe
in.
a couple of Fridays. Yes, yeah, to get six in a month. We'll be running them through with some beloved viewers from the channel. We'll put them out. We'll get some people interested in some games, and then chances are we'll probably put out any remaining slots onto Discord. I would say, for people to join in, and we've just finalised the list of games. We haven't got dates yet, but as we get more information, we'll pass it out.
What's special about these games, Ewan, time-wise?
Yeah, of course. The most important thing is that these games will run 2 time. They will be a one shot. There will be a timed one shot of 2 hours. The Baltic Star famous for playing one shots over the course of 3 or 4 weeks sometimes. Will indeed be starting a counter as soon as the gameplay begins for 2 hours, and at the end of that 2 hours, the stream will stop. No goodbyes, no thank yous. Just that's it. That's all we've got. So we are forced to enjoy ourselves for 2 hours and not a second more.
Exactly. It's a good
That's
time,
right.
2 hours. It all worked out last time. I think they all stopped dead on 2. And
We
they
did
all
rather well.
completed pretty much in the 2 hours. It is quite a good thing to GM to, I think, a timer. It can help.
Yeah. I think it does encourage you not to let things drift, doesn't it?
100%. You start looking to where it's going and things. And it's an interesting tool, I think, to play and to run. So, yes, we've got 6 games. Each of us got 2. And I think we've got Sparrow and Sock signed up for a few. And I think, as you said, Ewan, we'll open it up on Discord. So if anyone wants in that's watching, join our Discord and check the skies because we'll put out some titles and some synopsis soon. And you can
Some
join
smoke
us.
signals.
Some smoke signals, absolutely. Oh, we'll bring the noir back, Sparrow. I had mentioned noir, but I did change my mind at the last minute for something else I've been working on. So, but yes, let's do that. But for tonight, thank you everyone for joining us and hanging out. We do appreciate you. And we'll be back tomorrow night, about 11 o'clock, just after 11 or so. Oh, you're very cool. We have great ideas on the channel. We're very creative. Not very professional, but we're very creative. Thank you, Spence. Thank you, Jacko, for making us your only channel you you make it a point to come and see. That says more about your standards than anything else.
Very high standards. That's
Very
very high standards.
Very high standards. We'll see you all either Saturday tomorrow or Friday if you're back for Traveller. Until then, sleep well and good night.
Good night.
Good night.